All right, how's everybody doing? Jordy here at Carving Fusion. This piece here, the Western Red Cedar, second growth, not the best piece of cedar. It's super wide grain. It's not the best for holding detail. It's basically, if you're gonna do like sharp little Dremel details, it's not the best. I talked about carving waves on the bottom on my last video. I talked about carving waves on the bottom. A boat, a rising sun, and maybe an eagle, a thunderbird eagle. This, I've changed my mind because this is going to go in the spirit trails too. Like that other silly stuff that I carved. I want this to be like a fantasy. I don't think a boat and just something normal. A normal thing would, I don't think it would go good in the trails with my other stuff. So I want to keep it mostly fantasy. You know, I have a few friends online that I talk to regularly, and I've been in a kind of a friendly debate with one of them about, you know, I don't want to say on these videos, sometimes I don't say the proper things that I want to say because of my injury, but that's no excuse. I've never made excuses for anything in my life, and I've always, how can I say it? I've always manned up to my own mistakes. I guess that's a simple way to say it. So, but my buddy's been, I'm not saying any names, who it is or where he is, or if it's a he or she, could be it. They said realism. What if, like, I keep on saying, oh, that's okay. I wasn't going for realism on I forgot the cheekbones. I wasn't going for realism anyways. And he pointed out, like, me saying that could, I think in a polite way, it could damage my credibility as a wood carver and learning artist. How can I explain it? Like, say if I was going for a wood spirit and I wanted it to look like a real wood spirit in my mind, but I didn't say that on video. And then later in the video, I say the simple lines as, oh, that's okay, I wasn't going for realism anyways. It's kind of, you know, and I do say on all my videos, I don't care. You know, so I do care. And with realism, I'm talking about carving a real wizard face that looks like a real friggin' pictures in the wood of an old wizard, an old Viking or something. And I'm not going to lie, I don't think I'm good enough to do it. And there's a bunch of reasons for that. I can go on and on and on and on. And another thing too that I want to bring out is lots of times I bash myself on my videos. I'm heavy hands, doesn't matter, I break shit, I just carve it, get shit done, have a good time. Ryan Cook even gives me shit when I say I'm not a very good artist, because I honestly don't think I'm a very good artist, and I'm not ashamed to say that. Like, Ryan Cook says I got to stop saying that because it could damage my credibility. And I explained to him, I says, Ryan, my biggest pet peeve in this world is, besides standing in the lineup at a grocery store and somebody's got a bag of chips in their hand, my biggest pet peeve is arrogant people that think they're better than they are. Not in art, but in anything. I just cannot stand those people. It's like, just stop talking. And I'll walk away. It happens from little young kids that think they're better at sports to big, huge, tall, giant adults that think they're better at who knows. They think they know everything. So if I say, it's kind of a joke, if I say, oh, I'm not a very good artist anyways, nobody in this world will ever be able to say, oh, that Jordy sure thinks he's a lot better than he actually is. Nobody can ever say that. And if they do say that, I can say, yeah, tell me how so. Tell me how so I think I'm better than I am. Because then I'm going to catch them being a liar. But when it comes down to realism, I got to admit, when I do a carving and I want to make it look good, but then I screw it up and it doesn't look that good and I didn't accomplish what I wanted to, I say, oh, it doesn't matter, I wasn't going for realism anyways. I think it's kind of lying to myself and lying to you guys, and it only, like, yeah, I'm just like you guys. It's easy to tell a fake out there. It's easy to tell what somebody's intentions are I'm not going to get into it, but my intentions are just to be a real person that's, hate to bring it up, that's got an injury, that's living his life, trying to get through the struggles and having a good time with no lies. When I say I'm not a very good artist, I mean it. Okay, so anyways, somebody's here to pick up a carving, I think. Okay, sorry about that. So this, I don't know if I already showed this. This is a print off that I got of a lady's face. The lady's face is the hardest thing to carve, I think. They say hands is the hardest thing to draw, but I think the lady's face is the hardest thing to carve. In my opinion, it is, because, speaking for myself, I love a beautiful lady's face. And, you know, some of us are bum or boobs. Sorry, everybody. Sorry, ladies. But I like the beautiful face. But the beauty's inside, too. Anyways, I'll shut up. But, you know, I got no excuses on this video. And thank you for pointing me out about the realism stuff. You know, like, we're only as good as we try. You know, like, the harder we try, the better we'll get. And I've always avoided carving ladies' faces because if it doesn't look like a beautiful lady's face, it might look like a, I hate to say the word, but like an alien, or we'll just leave it at an alien. So, but this is going to be the silhouette of a beautiful lady's face. And if it doesn't work out, I'm not ashamed to say it's not going to work out. But I am going to say that I am going to try my very best. There might not be much filming carving because I need to concentrate. And another thing too is when I'm at my chain, I think lots of you could agree, when I carve wood spirits, I carve them much better with my Dremel because they're smaller scale. They're smaller and I can see the whole thing in front of me when I'm carving it. This is big scale. I can't do very good. Well, I don't know if you guys can see the wizard. I'm proud of that. I'm going to struggle because it's such big scale. Some people might think, well, bigger scale is easier because you got more room to work with. Well, I might not be like everybody else. I have no excuses in this video. I'm going to try my very best. If this piece takes me 3 days, I'm going to spend 3 days on it. I think my town deserves it. And like I said, if it doesn't work out, I'm not ashamed to say it doesn't work out. Yes, I am going for realism. A silhouette of a beautiful lady's face, maybe with some things on the side and some things. Okay? No excuses this video. I'm going for it. I'm going to try my very best. And if it doesn't work out, well, Susie shit her pants. Susie shit her pants. Susie shit her pants. Well, I already made a big mistake. I forgot my projector at home because I got this on my other phone and I'm going to project this shape of this lady's face onto here. Susie shit her pants. I like a lady's face with more chiseled bone structures, but she's kind of got like a round face, but that's okay. We'll carve a round face lady. I gotta go home and get the friggin' projector now. Okay, so I made it home and back alive to get the projector. So this projector is the exact same one Ryan Cook uses. It's the cheapest one it's the one that he uses before I had a projector. Ryan says, buy the cheapest projector you can buy online that has Wi-Fi or Bluetooth that connects to your phone. So this is the exact same one that he's got. If you guys can't get this projector, I suggest getting the cheapest one you can get on Amazon or eBay that has Wi-Fi or Bluetooth that connects to your phone. This was like $100 or something like that, maybe even $80. You don't need to go out and buy an expensive one. And with this whole thing carving here, when I was driving home, thinking about everything I said, I'm not ashamed about anything I said, but am I second guessing myself on this piece? Absolutely, I'm second guessing myself on this piece because I've carved the side view of a silhouette of a lady's face, but I've never carved a front view of a silhouette of a lady's face. So I'm trying to explain this the best way I can explain it is like the face like that, right? You know, the nose would be here and the face goes like this, like whoosh, that way. But do I want things to, like, I kind of want, I don't know if vines, but we'll just say vines. I want things to come onto the face. But I think maybe that this time I won't do that because I can carve a wood spirit and carve like a green man with vines and stuff coming up his face and leaves coming up his face and things moving and stuff like that. But I think it's best for me to get the lady's face on the piece of wood, cut it out true to the line, and just do the face, then worry about the background after and not carve anything onto the face. If that makes sense, because it just gets so complicated for me to try and explain it. Whatever, let's get the projector hooked up and put the lady's face on the projector. Okay, so there you can see I got the projector on some stuff to jack it up a bit. Now there's a lady's face on the wood. She kind of looks like an alien lady, doesn't she? Anyways, no excuses, Jordy, no excuses. So now you want to get a pen, make sure that you're happy with where it is on the wood, higher, lower, sideways, left or right. Now I got to get my pen and copy all the outlines. So this might not be the best example because her hairline, see there, those lines, you know, is that true hairline? See those lines before the thick line on the top? Anyways, it's so easy to make excuses. I'm gonna walk in front of the camera. So her hairline, what I'm talking about, like here, is this her hairline? Is that it? And then her ears, just and then this will be her hair up here. I just don't know, but let's put this line up here just in case, and put these little lines just in case too. So just like Ryan Cook says, he just made a wicked video on this. Make sure you draw it on exactly true to the line, meaning exactly on the line itself. Because if you don't, your thing won't look like it's supposed to, I guess. I don't know how the hell this works. So ear here. I'm thinking this wasn't the best picture to use. See, I just thought maybe I'll make the excuse and say, okay, we're going to carve an alien lady on here. These eyes, there's no sense really drawing them on because I'm going to have to carve deeper in here. And Uncle Kevin, when me and him were carving a lady's face, he gave me a good hint about ladies' faces. When you're carving ladies' faces, they need to be a lot softer, everything rounder and smoother. I'll get this drawn on and then I'll be back. Okay, so it's drawn on. Now we can turn this thing off. Don't know if you guys can see, but I drew it on red. What was I thinking? Anyways. Okay, see how much depth this face has? The depth? That's what I want this carving to have, is depth. Depth. Lots of depth on the side and all the way around. I'm going to be using my Echo 2511 with the 8-inch Forester bar on there. I'm using this smaller bar and this saw to cut the outside of the shape of the face true to the line because it's closer. The closer I can get to this carving when I'm doing it, the better, and I think I can carve truer to the lines. That's Ryan saying. That's what, I don't know if it's Ryan's original saying, true to the lines means. So this is my, pretend this is my carving bar right here in my hand. You got to cut perfectly in there, square, not like this, not like this. On the outside of your lines, perfectly square, not like this, all the way around. Okay? Oh boy. Look at the ears. This ear is way lower than this ear. No excuses, Jordy. No excuses. But I can think of so many excuses right now. It's so much easier just to friggin' carve this out and carve a wood spirit in here. You know, maybe I'll make, I know what I'll do. Maybe I'll make it a Buddha face. Yeah, Buddha faces can be carved really shallow. Buddha face, Buddha face. You know, I don't know if I said this, I forget things I say, but when I'm here at my carving tent, like I watch Ryan's videos and Kevin's videos and stuff like that, they've been carving a lot longer than I have. Say bears, for example, and I always see them going so fast and rushing. It's because they've done it so many times, they're good at it, and they can rush. They know what cuts and what shapes to do. Whenever I'm here at my carving tent, I always feel so rushed. And I gotta tell myself, Jordy, slow down. Enjoy the process. Enjoy being here. It's your time. It's your art. Enjoy it. Try and make it better. And this video is not showing, hey, how to carve a lady's face. It's not that. It's showing you guys that I can be true to myself. I can be honest with you. And the struggles are real. And that's what the video is about. Trying to fight through your struggles. Anyways, enough of me preaching or whatever it is. I'm going to get the saw. I just fueled it up again. And I'm going to scrape out the nose and the shape. And another struggle I have too is carving real lips. I just don't have the patience. But I got to find it, Jordy. You have to find the patience. Find the patience, Jordy. Find the patience. You got it. They're there. Oh boy, oh boy. Okay, well, things changed a bit. It's doesn't really look like a lady anymore. And I had some company pop in.
What's that, Jordy?
It's supposed to be a lady.
Well, it looks like a goddamn elf.
An elf? What do you mean an elf?
Like Larry from Halfers. The elf. Larry the elf.
Larry Dale the elf?
Woohoo! Come on, Jordy, get at it.
Okay, we'll see you. Thanks for popping in. Okay, so that video clip where I was just sitting on the bench, that's how long my breaks last. So it's obvious. Where's that picture gone? I should have had that picture that showed you guys pinned against that owl so I can look at it for reference. It's obvious this is not a lady's face, and I'm okay with it. I did not succeed. Susie shit her pants. But now here's the thing. It looks like a friggin' little elf thing. Now it's time for me to start having fun. What I like to do the best is just have fun, just carve, just get her done, don't care, just friggin' rip into it and make it a fun piece for the Ladner Spirit Trails. Yep, carry on, that's what I'm gonna do. I tried and I shit the bed. Ha ha! Don't care, don't care, don't care. You guys know the often quote that I use fairly often is, I just don't care. Well, here's a perfect time for me to use I just don't care. I tried my best. Well, I don't think I tried my best to carve the lady's face, but I did not succeed. So, excuse me, I just don't care. I'm not letting it get to me. I'm not letting it get me down. So you try and carve something. I speak for myself. I try and carve something and I don't succeed. It's okay. Carry on. Carve something that you will succeed at. If that makes any sense. So look at this funny face. I gave him some buck teeth down there. His teeth aren't perfect. The teeth are tucked over that way more. Just don't care. His forehead. Look at the size of his forehead. Let's take his forehead down. So I think his forehead would look better here. Actually, up here, like this, and this. Then what I can do is I can slope this back. So when I cut this, I'm going to slope it back, and then I can bring stuff from this wood up here, and it will carry on the head some neat lines or something. Okay, this looks like an alien right now, but let's do our best to make it look, we don't want it to look scary for the spirit trails. I'm out of coffee. I'm out of coffee. I can't carve when I'm out of coffee. Oh yeah. It's right out there, all right. It's right out there, all right. The whole thing is, though, with the spirit trails, I don't want to scare little kids. I think it's kind of scary. I might have to take those ears off. What I did, how can I explain it? I had carved these lines down here under the eyebrows, and they all went up here, and you see here how it crosses. Let me give you a bigger view. How it crosses here, and it goes up under. Well, I did that up here too from the eyebrows, but then I thought it kind of looked like a little bit like devil's horns, so I took that out. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to carve those ears off. Also, I hollowed in here out because there's a group down there, a local group, I think it's in the other town, Twosson, but they paint rocks, and people like to hide rocks down there. So this might be a good spot to hide rocks. And you got to think I like to think when I'm carving for stuff for outdoors, you don't want to have places where water can sit. You know, so I'll have to round this off more here so water can all run off it. So for this, I'll have to drill a drain hole straight through to the back. There's just Carve Rob side view. Look at all the depth in that. So I'm going to be done for today because I got to go into Vancouver and see my real dad's new boat. So I think I said this is going to be, I said this video will be 2 or 3 days. I think I'm just going to leave this one right here. And I'll make this video tonight so you guys see it tomorrow. But that's some fantasy for you right there, The beginning of the video, I said I'm going to try my best to carve a lady spirit face, a silhouette of a beautiful lady. It didn't happen. I kept on. I carried on. I'm not going to, I made this one look fantasy so people don't think that I'm going for realism. I'm just kidding. But I'm not going to say that anymore. If I'm going to start off making a fantasy piece, I'm going to say this is not me trying for realism. This is me for trying fantasy. But you know what? Like my friend, the point, fantasy can be realism. If it's a face, then it's somewhat kind of like a realism face. If that makes sense. I don't know if it makes sense. It's a touchy, tricky subject, but I think tomorrow, actually, you know what? I'm going to just blast off these ears really quickly right now. They just look a bit too satanic for me. I'm going to blast them on. I'll be back. There you go. Ears be gone. No, it doesn't look so friggin' scary, like satanic. Actually, it kind of looks like a lady's face right now a bit, doesn't it? If you look at it like this. But this mouth, I carved it in so deep here, and I had teeth, so I might just carve these teeth right out. And the back of it, I carved really deep in here so that I can bring out lines from behind it. Like these ones blend, let's see here. These ones blend into it. See? Blends in. Then I'm going to start bringing lines behind it. And sky's the limit. So we'll see ya. Man, it looks like a lady's face to me now. Maybe I can still try it. Besides that open mouth. Anyways, see you on the next one. I just carved Rob. I'm here. So those bridges, there's downtown, right downtown Vancouver right there. So I'd say my dad's at a pretty good location. And I'll talk to you guys later.